Mm. Cherry, you can see my PowerPoint. Cherry, you can see my PowerPoint or not?
No, I just see you. I don't see the PowerPoint.
Okay. Can you see the PowerPoint now?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Vikas Kenny. Today we are doing fourth session as part of our Azure AI certification study group. Today we will be learning about machine learning in Azure. Last session we discussed what are the different machine learning concepts are there. If you have missed those sessions, you can go back and check those live videos on my YouTube channel. So let's get started with machine learning. So what is the agenda? So machine learning, when we are trying to come up with a solution with machine learning, first we have to know what is the problem we are trying to solve. Then we have to get the data, prepare the data, then we have to get and to train the model. And today we will learning Azure Machine Learning Studio. And finally, when we have trained the model, how to integrate the model and a little bit will explore automated machine learning today. So introduction, first thing is what is the problem you're trying to solve with machine learning? Are you trying to find out like, okay, how whether the patient has diabetes or not? Are you trying to build an application which can see you can show some picture and it can tell you what is this picture about? Are you're trying to find some solution about language based on the language find some insights. So that's what first you have to define the problem. You have to get the data, prepare the data, then you will be training your model, and then you will be integrating the model with the machine learning, and finally you will be monitoring the model. So we'll discuss different concepts, and finally we will do an exercise. So define the problem. So what is the model output? And what kind of machine learning tasks are there? And what is your success criteria? Are you trying to classify customers who are regular customers or customers who buy stuff once in a year? Are you trying to find some linear regression? Are you trying to find some value based on time series? Are you building some uh, image identification applications? Are you trying to, based on the languages processing, you're trying to find some insights? So, for example, diabetes. We are trying to find whether the patient has a diabetes or not. So first we have to get the data about the patient, normalize the data, split the data into training and test. Training data will be used to train the model, and test data will be used to test our model whether it is successful or not. In case of diabetes, we will be using two-class logistic regression algorithm to find out whether the patient have diabetes or not. Once then the next part is to get and prepare the data, uh, do a data ingestion solution. Data ingestion pipeline. So basically, when we set up data ingestion pipeline, we extract data and then we can transform using Azure Synapse Analytics. We can store in the Azure Blob storage, and then we can train the model with the machine learning or Azure Machine Learning. So when we are training our One minute.
Are you showing in any screen, because I see the presentation?
Okay, okay, yeah. 1 minute.
Oh, sure.
1 minute. You can find the guide. Okay, I found the guide. When we are training the model, like what type of models we need to train, whether we need full control over model training, and what are the services. So these are different Azure services we can use training the model. Azure Machine Learning different options to train and manage our machine learning model. Azure Databricks. Azure Databricks is a data analytics platform you can use for data engineering and data science. I was just discussing with the uh, another Charu that about Databricks. She works on Databricks, and it can be used for ETL and lot more. It has a lot more machine learning capabilities. And Microsoft Fabric is another tool service. We say integrated analytics platform designed to streamline data workflows between analysts, data engineers, and data scientists. And Foundry tools, we did an introduction to Foundry tool. It's a collection of pre-built machine learning models that we can use for common machine learning tasks. So your machine learning in I'll be doing hands-on exercise where we'll understand more about Azure machine learning. So basically, using Azure machine learning, we can explore the data and prepare it for modeling. We can train and evaluate our machine learning models, and we can also deploy our trained models for use by application and services. So Azure machine learning features and capabilities. It gives us centralized storage and management of data sets for our model training and evaluation. Automated machine learning, which makes it very easy to run multiple training jobs with different algorithms and parameters to find the best model for our data. And it has built-in support for visualizing and evaluating metrics for AI, including model explainability, fairness assessment, and others. So when uh, Azure automated machine learning, when we are using Azure automated machine learning, we are automatically assigned compute. We don't have to select whether we are using CPU, GPU, or memory-based compute. Or we don't have to worry about all those factors. It does that. So Azure automated machine learning automates the time-consuming iterative tasks of machine learning model development. So once we have trained our model, we need to deploy over the REST endpoint. So deployment option could be real time or batch. Suppose you are building a website like Amazon.com, where you are telling user his preferences. You would like to have a real time endpoint. You can get data anytime. Whereas there could be a batch processing if you trying to analyze a monthly sales. So you will collect the data for last month and do a batch processing. Again, the computing for the batch and real time could be different. Real time, you could have some container which is running all the time, whereas batch, you can use some cluster computing where you will be charged when the computing is running. So finally, we have to monitor and keep retraining our model till we get the best results. So we'll see a little bit in automated machine learning. How does it work? And let's start the exercise. So we will be using exercise from the study guide. So this is a machine learning lab. We have to create a workspace. Let me create a workspace called demo. So I have created the workspace. Next, I'll click the workspace and we can see the machine learning job. So we are going to create a new automated machine learning job. We can keep the name as it's ML job one. Task type, let's do a regression type of test. Create tabular data. So other AI data set name is, let me give ice cream. Data set name as ice cream. Microsoft had given a site to download test this data. So I already downloaded this machine learning data. So let me select the ice cream data set file for our testing. Create. So we have to make sure this option button is clicked. We are using this data set. Target column is ice cream sold. We want to find out, in last session we did this exercise. We want to find out how many ice creams were sold on a particular day in the future. So this is the limit when we have to give to make sure that our training model doesn't run endlessly. And anybody want to speak, come add his input anytime, feel free. And timeout will give 50 minutes. So after 50 minutes, our data set is not too huge, but in real time, our data set can be very, very huge. So we are giving limits. Once the matrix score threshold is zero point 0.9 or experiment timeout 15 minutes happens, it should stop the processing. We don't want our processing to run for hours. So compute type serverless will select. So here is our job information. Let me submit. So it has select the best model. Logarithm name is Lasso, and this is a mean absolute. When I click the name, I can see the details of this model. Matrix. So it's giving me different parameters for the linear regression, it's showing me the graph. So linear regression. So based on this graph, I can find out how many ice creams were sold in some particular day in future. So it has calculated all the different parameters for me. So let's go ahead and deploy our model. So I'm going to use the default parameters to deploy our model. Let's see. I believe our model has been deployed. So it has created the endpoint for us. So this is the endpoint for our thing, our model test. So this is the JSON to send input. So very funny thing, the Microsoft example has given a test data, and this test data has a wrong sample. I was testing it before I started the exercise. So what happened? It failed. It is expecting a date. The Microsoft example doesn't give, uh, it has missed the date in this. So let me enter the date here. And let me do next Wednesday, 3/25. It's giving me the value, how many ice creams I could sell on Wednesday, 3/25, this month. Date, that's interesting. And what is the temperature, rainfall? So in the consume, it's giving me how this model has been deployed and ready to be used. So this is the Python code. How can I use this model? Let me go back to my home workspace. Hmm, I don't think I have to delete. So that conclude our session. So finally, today we saw like machine learning, how automated machine learning we can use to get the data, train our model, deploy our model as an endpoint, and let the applications use it. So that ends our session. So any thoughts, uh, Charu, Nivedita, any thoughts from you before we conclude our lesson today?
Because I don't have any feedback about that, I felt those slides are pretty straightforward
Mm.
and very easygoing. I have never used this type of Azure skeleton, but I felt that this is kind of very, you can play here and there, hover it here and there. Um, for in layman term, you can explain it to anybody very nicely. That
Nivedita, like, have you used any tools to collect the data, train the model, test the model?
I have not used any tool. I usually use the notebook, Jupyter
Okay,
notebook, and Python language for that.
okay,
But any tool I never used.
beautiful. So as I was saying, like I could have used more help. I felt it was straightforward. Then I felt, oh, I should have used help. So okay, next session I can use some help. We'll prepare the agenda. Take speakers' help. So nothing else. Thank you very much for joining today's session. So see you guys next time. Take care. Bye bye.
Sure. Thank
Thank
you.
Bye.